Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a new report shows troubling data for hospitals in eastern Kentucky. And one state senator pledges their support to coal as they call it a needed resource.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Madison Carmouche. We are coming up on 5 o'clock this Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning, dark and early. Let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Jawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
You know, a couple of months ago, we had twilight going, right? All righty, into a Tuesday we go. First alert day for not only today, but the next few days to round out the work week, as we're anticipating the combination of temperature and humidity levels to have a feels-like value of 3 digits, if not higher. So needless to say, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And potentially this is these are some of the values we're looking at in terms of not only our high temperatures the next few days, but also a feels like value, again, approaching 105 to maybe as warm as 110 in spots. 65, low visibility outside our door regarding some areas of fog this morning, as warm as 71 right now. In Jackson, high pressure right on top of us. So minus the low clouds and fog that have been developing again this morning, we got nothing but a lot of sunshine as we top out with a high temperature today in Hazard up to 92. More about your First Alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Madison?
All right, and make sure you guys get that First Alert weather app to stay aware on this First Alert weather day. Thank you, Tim. A report from Kentucky Health News says that 13 of Kentucky's 71 rural hospitals are at risk of closing, with 6 of those in immediate danger of being closed. The report did not name the hospitals. Officials say they all provide not just 24-hour care to folks in their communities, but also a source of jobs that are needed in the area. CEO of Kentucky Hospital Association, Nancy Galvini, says people need to start thinking about the impact hospitals have.
They're a major employer in many of our communities, so the loss of a hospital would be very, very devastating, not only for access to care, but loss of jobs, loss of employment to the local area. So, you know, we need people to support their hospital and think of them in multiple ways.
The report says losses on private insurance patients are the biggest cause of overall losses in at-risk hospitals, although low reimbursement rates from Medicare and Medicaid are often blamed. While hospitals themselves might be on the decline in Appalachia, hospitals throughout the country have seen an increase in job vacancies since the COVID-19 pandemic. However, recent data shows that hospital jobs in Kentucky are trending in the right direction. WYMT's Austin Hicks reports on the ever-changing landscape of the healthcare industry.
Kentucky Hospital Association officials say 12% of hospital positions were empty in 2023. The majority of those vacancies are nurse positions. CEO of the Kentucky Hospital Association, Nancy Galvani, says having a lack of nurses and other essential workers at hospitals can have a drastic impact on the communities that these hospitals serve.
What it might mean is that if you are in a patient in an area that has a shortage of healthcare workers, it could mean longer wait times for services. You know, if you're going into the emergency room, maybe you have to wait longer because there's not enough staff.
Officials are focusing on finding ways to attract a younger generation to fill the vacancies in hospitals throughout Kentucky.
What we're showing is that the majority, for example, of our nurses are younger generation. And so a lot of our members are looking at how can they design benefits that are going to be more attractive to a younger workforce. It's not the older workers that they had, you know, historically.
The encouraging news is that the changes that have been implemented so far seem to be making an impact, and hospitals are already seeing positive results.
And so again, as we look across the different years, and the data in this report is from 2023, if we go back and compare that against 2021 and 2022, we actually are seeing an improvement in fewer vacancies across the entire hospital.
Galvani says that while it is nice to see progress, more work needs to be done. In Clay County, Austin Hicks, WYMT Mountain News.
Galvini says the Kentucky Hospital Association is informing college and high school students on the importance of nurses so that they would want to join the healthcare industry. The Floyd County Fiscal Court is working with FAA to bring potential homeowners to its incoming higher ground community. The New Hope Estates development will bring a flood recovery community to Prestonsburg, offering a firmer foundation for folks impacted by recent flooding. Fahy representatives are working at the Floyd County Community Center every Monday and Wednesday from 11 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. Flood survivors.
I feel like it also gives people hope that there are new housing initiatives that are starting, and there are new housing locations and higher ground sites that are providing opportunities to people to live safely.
Any flood survivor interested in the intake process for the New Hope development can meet with Fahy at the community center or contact a representative online. Eastern Kentucky State Senator Johnny Turner says protecting the coal industry continues to be one of his priorities. Turner sponsored a bill that passed into law which gives the Energy and Environment Cabinet deadlines on the approval of water permit applications for coal companies. He says while the nation may be turning against coal, it will still be needed.
The whole community in the state of Kentucky, I think we're sticking together to ensure that the people of Kentucky have the appropriate benefit of electricity, since we have an abundance of coal.
The Energy and Environment Cabinet officials say they believe the influx of permits will be handled in a timely manner and not impact operations. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, dreams do come true, just like they did for this homegrown Kentuckians who won Mrs. USA Universe.
And it's going to be hot across the Commonwealth as we not only head through today, but the next several days. We'll explain the whole First Alert reasoning with your ARH First Alert 7-day forecast coming up right after this.